Good evening. And here we are, day 222 of Strange and Interesting Times. I'm Laura Donnelly from Dancing with Ease, Body Brain Balance. And today I found a quote. I really enjoy this quote, like it. It has proved to be true in my life. Most of the quotes that I save because they resonate with some experience I have had. So this one was by Marcus Aurelius, and these are old. These philosophical quotes. I have some from Epictetus, and I think I found a couple from Socrates. These are still true today, and it's one of the wonderful things about reading and studying and researching that I really like is that you can find things from hundreds and thousands of years ago that are still true today. This is one of the things about humans. We make lots of inventions. We create and create and create. But I think our basic nature, I think that doesn't change really. I mean, that's why we have the 7 deadly sins and the virtues that we aspire to. We've aspired to the virtues and we try to avoid the 7 deadly sins. I think that's what we're doing. But all of the emotions, we have all the same emotions that people have had throughout time. And the emotions often inspire action. And when the emotions run amok, the actions run amok. And so this is why throughout this series of Strange and Interesting Times, I have been coming back frequently to the idea that we can feel our emotions, understand our emotions, not deny them, but that we don't have to react to them or act from the place of being caught in the emotion. Now, the very, very essence of the emotion, the thing that triggers the fight or flight response in our system, that primary instantaneous emotion in response to a dangerous situation is a life-saving thing. But a situation that chronically activates your emotional response over and over and over, that's a damaging situation. That's a situation you want to look at. I described a job situation I had like that. And it was an abusive situation. The whole place was abusive, and it was out of balance and damaging to humans. And as they became damaged, they began to damage other humans. And it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So if you find yourself in a situation like that, and you have the power to remove yourself from that situation, I really encourage you to do that. So this quote that I found says, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, inner strength, to make the choices and decisions you need to make to take care of yourself and to take care of the people you love." So a lot of times that having no power over the outside events, that can make us feel feelings, emotions that are really challenging and difficult. Anger, if somebody bumps into your car in the parking lot and scratches it, dents it, and drives off, that you have no control over that. You were in the store. You parked in the lines. This person had a breakdown. You don't even know who they are. So it's really easy to get angry. It costs you money to get it fixed. Other people will have a different reaction. Always, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong for me. That's a feeling that you can start to live with. But You can also grab hold of the reins of your mind and step back and say, dang it, I'm really mad. Somebody ran into my car. I'm really mad. But running into somebody else's car is not going to fix my car. Okay, not going to do that. I got to pay for my car. There's no insurance thing. I can't get any reimbursement. That makes me mad. Might make me frightened too. I might feel like I don't have enough money to pay for that. But what can I do? I can flip the switch. Nobody was in my car. Nobody got hurt when this happened. My friend Cecilia works with gratitude, and she's like, her challenge to people is, can you find something to be grateful for in every situation? Well, that's a challenge. I gotta say, that's a challenge sometimes. But this idea that thankfully nobody was in the car and nobody was injured when the other person ran into my car. So that's having control of your mind. It's not having control of your emotions. It's not denying the emotions. It's just making the decision that the emotions aren't going to rule you and they're not going to rule your actions. It doesn't mean you don't feel them. It doesn't mean that if you got if you got the Publishers Clearinghouse check in the mail, that you wouldn't jump for joy. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that you wouldn't feel happy. You can be really happy about that. And you can, people most often, the emotions that motivate people, it's one of the reasons I really have a hard time with advertising, are fear, feelings of lack, needing to have something, desire for something you don't have, feeling not good enough, and if you just have this thing that you can buy, you will be fine. Boy, these are ones that prey on the lower emotions, as opposed to, when you're feeling pretty good, you don't feel like you need too much, like if you're having a great day, you don't worry that you need a new hair gel, right? If you have a coat and you're warm and you're having fun playing in the snow, you don't worry that you need the brandest, newest down parka. You don't, you're warm enough and you're fine. So it's the happy things. And still, you don't want to win your Publishers Clearinghouse check and run out the door and give money to, well, maybe you do. Give money to every person you see until it's gone. The day after, you might have a little regret. So you might want to think about setting up a foundation instead of just giving the money away willy-nilly. But it's your money. You can do whatever you want. But odds are, the things that motivate people are fear. So they react out of fear. And they often react strongly. Lack. It's funny. Pain, there's physical pain and emotional pain, and both of those can cause a reaction. And physical pain can come from emotional pain. Your heart can feel heavy, because you're so sad. And then your body can feel heavy. And then your posture can go down. Then your back can start to feel bad. So we talked about this a long time ago. Feelings and feeling physical sensations and emotional feelings. This interweaving of these things is really interesting to me. The use of the same word. Sometimes is when I feel like I wish I knew more languages, because I think in other languages there are maybe some nuances and shadings to these ideas. But everyone has the capacity to learn to manage their mind a little bit better. Well, I think most everyone. And when we do that, we can stay more true to ourselves instead of being pulled to one side or the other or forward or back by every little thing that happens to us. And so that we are moved off of our own path and distracted from the things we want to do and need to do. So think about Marcus Aurelius. Oh my heavens, they lived in a much more primitive world. But their thoughts were similar to our thoughts. Their feelings were all the same feelings we have. And their solutions, without television and social media, seem to have been a little bit different. But we have the capacity to study their solutions and to put them in action if we wish. So in the description, I put a link if you would like to get in touch for about how to build this mental resilience and strength. I would be happy to talk to you. So just click the link and see what you see. And if it sounds like something that fits you, would give you some space and some peace and some control of your thoughts or energies in a way that is appealing to you, let me know. And if this was a helpful talk today, please share to anybody you would like to share it with. And I'll be back tomorrow, day 223. And I think I have a healing path guest tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. So take good care.